Welcome to AggroCast, the official podcast of AggroGamer.com. This is episode 28, and I am your host, Michael Camacho. And with me this evening are my co-hosts, Ben, Not in the Face, Win, and Brian, I wish I owned my last name, Bentley.
Wow.
What's going on?
Wow. Not much. How about you guys?
Good.
For me, it was more like, it really wasn't that bad.
Well,
Really?
not for you.
Not for me.
Yeah. Ugh.
So, how you guys' week been? I'm already drunk. That didn't even make sense. Okay, go ahead. How you guys' week been?
Not bad actually.
Did the Capitals win?
Weekend. What's up?
Did the Capitals move on?
No, they lost to Game 7 to the Penguins. I think they lost like 6-2.
They shouldn't have lost that many games in the first place.
It was pretty
All
ugly
the
at the
teams
end.
in this area suck dick. Sorry.
Yeah, they do. My week's been really busy. I worked a shit ton this week, so unfortunately my what I've played list is gonna be very short.
Oh yeah. Hey Brian.
Yeah.
Go Wings!
Oh yeah, that did not look good. That result. Come on, Hawks, you guys are killing me.
I just had to do it. You know that.
I know you did.
I know you're from Chicago, so you know.
Yeah, my week was very hectic. A lot of downs, not enough ups. Sad thing, it's bad when the best part of your days are when you spend it at work.
Ow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not to get into a pity party, but I think I was on Friday, I was on the edge, bordering on an emotional breakdown.
Oh.
Yeah, with the dog. I mean, I found out he had the dental. I was expecting 200-300. I went to drop
Oh,
him
wow.
off, and they were like 600-900, and I was like, "What the fuck?" It turned out to be like 500 some, but still.
Yeah, still.
And then Thursday, as I'm looking at houses, like, hey, I'm trying to get out of my rental, I'm going to own a house, my brakes start going. I was like, fuck. But luckily, a friend of mine, a coworker, helped me today, and we spent $43 on a new brake set.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And I paid like $30 for his dinner, and that was enough for his work.
Can't beat that, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So things might be looking up. I'm putting in another offer in a house tomorrow. See how that goes. I'm tired of getting my
Nice.
hopes up, so.
Hopefully it goes well for you.
Yes, definitely. Good luck with that.
Thank you. So, Ben, I'm guessing it's just been work and hockey for you?
Well, that and yesterday I went to a family friend's daughter graduation. She graduated from Michigan State University, and she got accepted to one of the medical programs in Notre Dame. So we were celebrating that, and I drank a little too much, where I pretty much passed out.
Sweet. Did you get lucky?
No, no.
I got to bring it back.
But I was actually talking because these are people I haven't seen like in 10+ years. But you know, even I haven't seen or talked to them in a long time. I still consider them family, and they still consider me family. So I was actually talking to one of my buddies, and they were playing. They play flag football. So they're like, yeah, come out next Sunday. Practice with us and whatnot.
Awesome.
So there's like a Detroit tournament, and they want me to be their receiver. So we're going to be practicing with them, and then come back and do the podcast. So
Nice.
Sounds like fun. I totally miss playing like organized kickball or softball or whatever.
kickball.
Yeah,
Kickball's
fuck yeah,
awesome,
kickball.
Well, I know kickball is awesome, but that's
DC
like
has its own league.
elementary school. Did it really? Oh wait, they do have their own league. Never
Baltimore.
mind.
So does Baltimore.
Yeah, Baltimore Sports and Social Club.
Yep.
I was a part of it for football and wiffle ball at one point. Until my team basically stabbed me in my back.
Really?
Well, yeah, the girls that ran the teams, it was always the same
Didn't like
people
you?
pretty much. There's some people for depending on the sport came or not.
Okay,
Um,
hold on. Which one were you hitting on?
None. Um, I was there to play sports and win. No, I was there to just drink, hang out, and have fun. But the two main girls, um, basically were there, and I understand it's a sports and social league. It's understandable, but it was like if you weren't someone they wanted to date, you weren't
Oh,
staying on the team. So I
oh,
was
see,
let go.
really?
Another guy that we called Big Time was let go because he was tall but really big, like heavy.
Hmm.
He was let go, and then some girl Bethany was let go, who we knew it was gonna happen. They didn't like her from the get go. I had her at first. I thought she was kind of annoying as well. And then I went out one night after a game where she just seemed kind of down, so I was like, I'll go out and hang out with her. And I realized she was just a really cool person, but unfortunately, I lost contact with pretty much everyone that I was cool with on the team. Because I
Um,
never went back. I was kind of like, it was just one of those experiences where you kind of just don't want to go back because it's kind of awkward.
yeah.
So I kind of didn't want to try to find a new team and then see them and be like, what the fuck? And I was like, fuck it. It felt like the high school clique shit, and I just kind of said, fuck it, I'm done. But I had fun playing when I played. I mean, I was very good on defense as a defensive back, or middle linebacker. Got a lot of picks. Same with receiver. I just tore down the field and caught touchdowns.
Mm.
Not always the fastest on the team, but fast enough that people weren't expecting it. That was the best part.
Nice.
Always starting off the first half of the game with people who were like, "Oh, I'll cover this guy." I'd take off down the field and burn them. Then they'd put
Uh,
their faster guys on me, and I'd be like, "Shit."
that's when you have to be wily.
Yeah.
Make cuts.
No, I do. Trust me. But at first, I didn't have to. Like I said, every game it's like I didn't have to bother.
Well, here's my question because I'm trying to look for like some sort of rule book or whatnot and what I can and cannot do.
Can't tackle.
Uh, well, yeah, I know that, but
Most of
I'm
those
talking about like
flag football leagues, no fumbles. When the ball hits the ground, it's dead.
Yeah.
Just look, just search on Google flag football league, and you'll probably find like an official rule book. And even if it might not be exactly the same, most of them follow at least the same procedures.
Right.
okay.
Basically.
Yeah. So why don't we get into some gaming stuff?
Wait, is that what our podcast is about
Yeah.
now? Huh.
My recent Guzex experience. Um, Anybody who follows my Twitter feed this week was uh rudely, I'll say rudely because it was kind of very vulgar stuff. Rudely hit with some tweets from me as I had a very bad experience this week with Guzex. Now, hear me out before you're like, oh fuck it, I'm canceling my account. Um, Basically, I had a trade where I got a game in, and it came in a Hollywood video rental case. If anybody knows, it's not a PS2 branded. It was a PS2 game, let me say that. 100 points. It was the lowest price you can get on Guzex for a game. I was kind of bummed, but for the price, I was kind of like, I don't want to start anything. I don't want to go through a dispute phase. If the guy thinks he wasn't in the wrong. So I said I'll leave a +5 instead of a +10 positive. It doesn't meet my expectations. The guy flips out, starts sending me PMs, going off. I sent you everything, and I was like, you did not send the PS2 case. It was an older game, so it required the case with the memory card as well. I received none of that. It's a Hollywood video rental case. It's dark gray, not dark blue or dark purple, whatever that color is of the PS2 case. Um, so we went through, and finally I was like, dude, stop being so dense. Don't act ignorant. And I was like, stop harassing me and grow a brain. Then he was accusing me of insulting him and attacking him. And he tried to use legal like mumbo jumbo the whole time. He was like, "Oh, now you're just using that homonym, blah blah blah," and doing. I'm like, dude, you're such a douchebag. Like this is what I'm thinking in my head. Nobody talks like that in real life, and if you do, you're an idiot. Like he was trying to act smarter than he was. Like I wanted to reply back with like, "Do you have a thesaurus with you at all times while you type?" But so he started a thread in the forums, and I immediately was like, "Man, screw this! You ain't gonna start shit in the forums too." So I was like, "Blah blah blah. I'm the one he's trading with," and I was like, "I got pictures to prove that he's lying." Blah blah blah. That got closed. Um, and a few days later, I went to go look at his page to see if anything had happened because I knew he was going to email them. And all of a sudden, there's a +10, and my comment is completely erased, which was sent everything in a rental case, not a PS2 case. Oh well, I'll just find an extra case I have laying around. Completely erased, and he got full positive. So I flip out. I'm like, this is bullshit. It's a +5. It wasn't up to my expectations. That is a perfectly reasonable feedback.
Yeah.
So I leave a message on the GooseX status, my GooseX status. I throw it up on Twitter. I email GooseX. I'm like flipping out at this point. Like, this is bullshit. People are already going, calm down. You're throwing your. Are you leaving? Are you leaving this time for good? Blah blah blah. So I get an email from one of the mods. He's like, "Tell me what happened," or Twitter, and I send him the thing. And then one of the owners actually asked me for the info, and I said I already sent it to feedback at GooseX. And he's like, "Okay." So I think was it later that night? No, I think it was later that night. Thursday night. I'm out looking at houses. I'm driving, and I check my email from my G1, and I'm like, I'm reading through this email, and it's like, blah blah blah. We did this because you falsified feedback. You admitted that you could have left the neutral in PMs, but instead you left the +5. So we are not going to do anything about this. You are at fault, blah blah blah. And I'm driving, and I'm like, what the fuck? I start flipping out, and you could probably tell from the tweets that I was like on the road and angry because like I was misspelling shit left and right, trying to drive and text. It's a good thing those things have the actual keyboard and not like the thing where you gotta go 1 2 1 2 3 1 1 2.
Or like the auto word
Oh
like
god, yeah.
the iPhone does.
Yeah, that would be annoying. So I'm going off. I'm like, this is fucking bullshit. I'm going off. I'm like, this is fuck this. Well, one of the mods has been sticking up for me the whole time. Takes to the next day where I'm like, I'm leaving. I'm cashing out and I'm gone. And people are asking me why, and I'm like, blah blah. This is what happened. They called me dishonest. They said I falsified feedback, which basically is calling me dishonest. I said instead of offering a handshake, they slapped me in the face. Well, one of the owners got to me that day and was like, "Hey, what's wrong?" Blah blah blah. I emailed him the whole situation. I got an email back later that afternoon saying, "Hey, look, we're sorry. It shouldn't have been changed. The +5 is there because it didn't meet expectations. Even though you could have left in neutral, you were still in the right of leaving a +5 because either way, it doesn't meet your expectations." I was like, "Thank you." And it was basically saying, "There's some things we need to look into, customer service, blah blah." So I replied back saying, "Look, you weren't even involved. You didn't even know about it till the next day." I guess my thing was, I said, I'm not demanding an apology because I don't like when you demand an apology and you get some bullshit. So I was like, I hope to get an apology at some point, but more than anything, I said I want a reason. I want to know the reason for why I was accused of being dishonest and falsifying feedback. I've never done it. I've been a member for almost 2 years. Actually, as of today, I am 3 years or 3 years, 3 days away from being there 2 years. I've already hit 1,000 trades since then. And I was like, all this, I was like, so I eventually got an email from GooseX apologizing. They're not going to change it, and I understand that. It's going to create a whole nother fiasco if they change it on the other side. But that was my thing. I was like, I may not have been happy if they had come back and said, look, we don't want to change it because we changed it for this guy once. and it might start something else. But instead, they basically attacked me and insulted me. So that went down, but everything's cool now. After talking to the Guzex guys, um, they actually want to meet up with us at E3. They had sent Andy an email Friday morning, which I thought was kind of awkward at first when he told me. I was like, really? I was like, cause I'm in the middle of like a feud with Guzex, and they're asking Andy if we wanted to meet up. I was like, okay, this is gonna be very awkward. But no, everything's cool. I had put all my offers on hold, which was about 50 some games, and you have to do them one by one, so that took a while. So I had to take them all back off hold and put them back on active. So that took me a good probably hour, or not hour, but like 20 minutes each time. But you know what's funny? Having that happen and having them actually work it out and not really admit fault, but come to me, and actually talk to me and not accuse and understand where I was coming from. Because the whole thing was on principle. They even offered me a refund for the trade. They gave me my credit and the game points back, which I refused. Because I told them straight up in the email, I was like, look, I put a +5 because I accepted the fact that I wasn't going to get a refund or anything. I was like, that's not my problem here, and I told them that. I said, it was all the principles of it all. If you shouldn't have a feedback system if you're not going to accept the feedback left.
Yeah, exactly.
And I know you said something about that, Brian.
Yeah. No, I mean, first of all, if you are going to if you're going to go back and change things all the time, then there's really no point in having the feedback system.
Yeah.
At all.
Well, that was one of my problems. Me and another guy, Chorus, have both sent out sealed games and gotten +5s for them that were sealed brand new. And we both have contacted Guzex, and we've both either been ignored or told that there's nothing they can do about it. But this one, it was different. I was like, what the hell?
So either that means that the customer service person either has something against you personally,
Yeah.
or he's just a douche.
I wouldn't call him a douche. I just don't think he's as actively involved outside of the customer service section. I'm not going to say who people are and stuff like that, because I know the Guzex guys. I know most of them personally. So we kind of had a feeling who it was, and I think I was kind of told. But like I said, I'm not going to call anybody out on that, because I know the guys. But it was kind of funny afterwards. One of the guys, Ninja J from Guzex, one of the owners, basically posted something where he was retweeting somebody else's tweet that said, blah, 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 I'm having a terrible time with Comcast. What's your worst customer service experience? And I was like, I saw this this tweet come across. I'm like, did he really just ask that? Because he doesn't want me replying. But one of the other mods, TXA, replies and goes, I think I can name somebody who has had a recent bad customer service experience.
God.
So John replied back to him going, haha, I'm sure you can, you jackass. and I immediately go, I reply to both, and I'm like, who? Tell me.
Oh.
So John replies back and goes, it's you, G Nitro. Don't worry,
God.
we're working on fixing the feedback system, Sweet Pea. And I said, Sweet Pea? I was like, you're gonna have to fill me up with a lot of beer at E3 to call me that. And he was like, haha, you wish. So it shows there's no ill will there.
Yeah.
So it happened.
And hopefully, well, it sounds like I can't wait to meet the Guzex guys and whatnot. So
they're good people, and I think it's just gonna be I'll say, I don't want to say their names. Ninja J and Black Coyote. So they'll be the ones there, and they're really cool. For anybody else going out to E3, hit us up. We'll be there.
Yeah.
Love to get AggroGamer shirts, but I don't think we're gonna get them in time.
Yeah.
I probably won't even be wearing Pwn shirts. I plan on doing polos.
Ooh, swanky.
Polos and my designer jeans that are like $175 a pop. Middle LA in June.
Dude, I'm just shaking my head at the thought of paying $175 for a pair of
Who
jeans.
said I paid that?
I'm just hoping the NHL playoffs is gonna be over by then.
Doubt it. Those things are as bad as NBA playoffs. It's like, when the fuck are they done? Nobody cares.
I care.
Oh, we
well, not
care.
the NBA one, but I care. No, I'm just
Yeah.
no, because I'm growing out my beard because it's the hockey playoff. So
Yeah, you're not really supposed to grow your beard. That's only for if you're actually playing.
well, no, they have the thing is you know their slogan is the beard is back. So
Uh,
they actually have a thing where
yeah.
they want you to grow it out. So
No. I already had this big, beautiful beard before the playoffs started.
I got my goatee and I'll keep it that way.
I don't know if I call it beautiful, but all right.
I call it more troll-like.
What? Troll leg. I'll give you troll leg.
Dwarf-like is probably better though.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I'm not gonna argue that one.
Well, the thing is, I mean, I can't twist my beard and braid it or anything like dwarves usually can. So that's why am I talking about this? What's our next topic?
He's like, oops, shouldn't talk about this in public.
I'm like, wow, this is just getting really bad.
Oh, that's as bad as you guys talking about Star Trek the movie. Haha, well, we won't. Because it sucks.
Which was very good.
Sucks.
You didn't even see it.
It sucks.
You didn't even see it. What's up?
I don't know, that chick looks like Ashanti and it just disgusts me. Huh?
I don't even know what to say because I don't even. Your arguments hold no water.
It's got like Siler from Heroes, lame.
Actually, he did a lot better than I actually thought he would do. I wasn't expecting much out of him,
How
but
was
it
Simon
was.
Pegg?
Oh man, dude, he was freaking hilarious.
How about John Cho?
He had one part that he was a part of, and I mean that was
That's
fine.
horrible.
Like he was there the whole time, but he only had one part where he actually did something.
That sucks.
Well, most of the guys, they're trying to introduce these characters, brand new and whatnot. But
Yeah.
I mean, I understand where they're trying to go from. Each it's almost like each character had their own
Yes.
introduction. Like this is what this person does, this is what this person does, and blah 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 blah.
Right. Exactly.
So I can understand what the director was trying to do on doing that. So I thought Chekhov was pretty hilarious, just the way his voice was.
Yeah, they really played that up. Like they actually made it so cheesy, like 60s Star Trek cheesy to make so they had that connection between the two.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks. Anyway.
Fine, I haven't played Mass Effect. It sucks too.
Everybody listening to this will be like, yeah, right.
The same thing about the Star Trek, man.
I believe there's some who agree with me.
Oh God, you're
I'm
killing me.
kidding. I actually have heard good things. I won't lie. I've heard a lot of good things, but I'll just wait till it hits Netflix because I can't pay $10 to go to the movies.
Yeah. Well, I'll be dragged to Terminator Salvation next week, whether I like it or not. So.
Really?
Yeah, Vanessa will be all over that. She loves Terminator.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What? It looks good, or at least looks like a decent action flick.
Well, as long as
as long as you're
Christian
not-
Bale not complaining about the lighting.
As long as you're not wasting money on Wolverine.
No,
Yeah,
you
that movie was
You
crap.
saw it?
Yeah, that movie was
Why
crap.
would you pay for that?
Because my sister and my brother wanted to see it.
Oh, well, I'd go if your sister wanted to see it. Notice the silence from Ben. He was like,
It was like I knew what was happening. I'm like, yeah. Oh, there he did it. Okay, I just want to make sure.
sorry, Ben. It's like you throw me the pitch and I
No,
just hit
I
the
knew
hole.
it was coming.
What?
I knew it was coming.
Ben didn't even throw the pitch. He set up a tee, put the ball there, and said, "Go ahead."
Yeah, exactly.
But it was funny.
Yes, it was. Well, to us.
Oh.
Oh man, I've always given Ben shit about that.
You have been for how long now?
Since she was 15.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my god.
But back then, it wasn't like, hey, it wasn't that blatant. I was just like, 3 more years, Ben.
Yeah. And every day, every single time I talk to Mike, she 18 yet? Dude, no.
She's 18 now. Yeah. Anyway, I know Brian and myself, we have gotten our E3 passes.
We have.
I believe David and Andy have as well. Unfortunately, Ben is sitting in the dark.
Yep.
And we'll
But Ben gets all the emails.
Yeah, I get all the emails
yeah,
though.
that's ridiculous. Well, then again, I haven't answered an email yet, so because
Well, have you been getting any or no?
yeah, I just don't answer them because, like I said, I want you guys to focus on that. For those listening, basically what I'm trying to do. I don't know if I mentioned this last episode. I'm trying to go around and make the context so we can get more review titles and stuff like that, or more relationships with these companies, so we can get more press releases, and basically start getting more news and stuff like that to you people. We don't need every single writer there going to every single showing and stuff like that. Except BioWare, if that pops up, I'm going. So I have a hard on for Mass Effect 2.
No.
Really?
Oh, the
I
shock.
would
That
not have
E3
thought.
prelude. Oh my god. I wanted to
Yeah,
whip
that
it out and
looked
start
really
fapping.
good. Oh, you finally saw it after I sent it to you?
Yeah, well, I saw it that first time, but like I said, I was having so many downs at that day. I was just like, I couldn't really
Well, I
watch
know
it.
that. That's
So
why
I
I
was
sent
like,
it to you.
let me watch it again like the next day, and I was like, holy shit, this is awesome. I've
Yeah,
watched it
I thought
about
that might.
10 times already.
I thought that might brighten up your week a little
I
bit.
gotta go back and play my Mass Effect game again because I gotta make sure I do everything on the good side.
Well, I still need to complete it.
Well, I gotta make sure I didn't kill anyone except for Caden because I don't want to spoil. Well, fuck it. The game's
No
been out long
spoilers.
enough. I saved Ashley. Fuck Caden.
Oh,
If I have a
you
choice
mean
between a guy and a girl,
no. I know what part you're talking about because I played up to, yeah, I played up to that part where you have to choose between the guy or a girl.
yeah, you basically help her with
Uh,
the bomb or you go save him in a
yeah,
firefight. And I was like, no, when I played good, I let him die. When I played bad, I let his ass die. It was the only thing I did the same in both ways. I was like, yeah, fuck him. I didn't like him.
yeah. I was the same way. I'm like, yeah, I'm saving Ashley. See ya, dude.
Yep.
Good luck and see you in hell.
So it's cool that everybody who's died in your game it will not show up in Mass Effect 2.
Yeah,
So they're definitely truly integrating your save data. So
which I really like a lot.
yeah. Aha! Can't wait. Woo!
But no, we do have a few appointments with some of the bigger names out there right now.
Well,
So, what's up?
I was gonna say let's keep that under wraps.
Well, that I didn't. I wasn't gonna say anything else, but that was all I was gonna say.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting of how much we see, especially you guys see behind closed doors where they go, but that's embargoed. You can't talk about it till this date,
Yeah.
which is horrible.
Yeah.
Don't show it at a media event if you don't want us talking about it.
Yeah, but on the other hand, they do that, and there's so many podcasts now. It's like everyone's going to be like, "You guys, I can't talk about it, but it's going to be friggin' awesome."
Yeah, and I hate that shit. It's like I'd rather keep pumping the information out there. Keep it relevant in people's minds. Don't not let people talk about it.
Yeah, but that's not how it happens now. Like in the recent memory, in the last like 2 years, it's all about build up this hype machine because you need to have your hype machine bigger than any other hype machine so that when it comes time that they'll choose your game in November. I don't agree with it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's how it is.
I just worry about the fall rush. I like Dragon Age. I like the fact that Dragon Age Origins is coming out this year, but I worry about it coming out in the fall. I think it's gonna sell great on PC because of the old school
yeah.
RPG style. I mean, it's basically the um, ancestor to Baldur's Gate.
Well,
Not the ancestor,
that's
the
the one thing
descendant
I'm.
of Baldur's Gate. Sorry, excuse me, I'm backwards here. Like I said, I've been drinking. Um, so I'm gonna play it. I'm not that big of a fan of those games, but the fact that it's gonna have the typical BioWare speech system where you go bad or good, and everything you do to people, whether you decide or not. Some people will join your army, some won't. I'm kind of like, hey, I want to check this game out, and but my worry is for the console side. Is it really gonna stand up in the fall for the consoles when it's going up against stuff like Modern Warfare 2?
Yeah.
Or I don't know. I'm sure Guitar Hero will find a way to throw something else out there again.
Well, Guitar Hero is going to be coming out with Guitar Hero 5, Band Hero, and
Oh,
DJ Hero, or
gotta
whatever it's called.
stop. I like that Rock Band took some time off.
I did
I'm
too.
sure they'll be announcing. Well, they have Rock Band Beatles coming
Yeah,
out.
but that's a very niche title. Not everybody's gonna jump on the Beatles.
I think you're going to be surprised, man.
I don't.
Actually, I do want to ask them a particular question, but I think I'm just gonna wait and just talk to you guys after the podcast.
For $250 though, are you gonna buy a full band kit just so have the replica bass and drums?
I think if I was living in a house where my kids have been playing Wii, and this was coming out, and I didn't have peripherals, then I would be like, a baby boomer parent,
But you can get the
probably going to spend that money.
But you can get the
What's that?
full band kit for Guitar Hero World Tour at 100 to 120 nowadays.
Yeah, but I think if I didn't have it, I like the Beatles enough that I would consider paying the $250.
No way. I disagree. I think if people would go for the deals in this recession right now, people would rather pay the 100, 120 and then pay the $50, $60 for the game, and you make out with like $70 saved. I think in the way the economy is right now, I don't see the game doing as well as they think. Look at the way Guitar Hero World Tour and Rock Band 2 didn't sell that well all this past year. In fact, they both started hitting price drops on all their full band kits really quick. Because people just don't have the money to spend on it.
I think that's because they overproduced them.
Well, that, and people don't have the money to spend on it anymore, though. People are like, I got a guitar, that's good enough for me. I wish I hadn't bought the full band kit, because I fucking suck at the drums. Now I got like 3 guitars. 2 World Tour guitars and a Aerosmith guitar. Because the Rock Band guitars suck.
Yeah, the Rock Band guitars blow.
But so E3, looking forward to seeing everybody who's headed out there. Like I said, the Goozex guys are going out there. Justin's going out there, aka Pseudo, who's on Pwned.
Yeah, I saw that he got his pass today or this weekend.
Yep. The other Pwn members that are going, or not Pwn members, AggroGamer. God, I gotta get used to that. AggroGamer.com, folks. David is going, as is Ben, who's outstanding coffee on Pwn. So we're gonna have a good crew. Andy's going out there. Other people going that I know. Rachel will be there. One Up crew. Actually, on the latest One Up podcast, they said they didn't say what day, but they were talking about if you stay for like the last 2 hours of one of the days, there's gonna be something big going on. So I look forward to that.
Should be fun.
Hopefully Tina's there. I'm gonna tell you, girl, you're hot.
Oh my god. All right, Ben. Looks like we're gonna need some cash because we're gonna end up having to bail him out of jail.
No, I'm not like that.
What are you looking at me for?
Well, I'm gonna have to bail him out one night. You'll have to get the other night.
Off with
damn
that.
it.
I can't believe y'all saying that.
Man, just put it on Andy's credit card or something. He'd be good after that.
All right. We'll go into
Uh,
the next topic. 3D
Wait.
Realms has officially shut down
Yeah.
after working on Duke Nukem Forever for the past 11 years.
12.
Has it been 12? Holy crap.
Yeah. It's been 12.
12 years.
12 years. So, since the game was announced, I've graduated high school, joined the Air Force, left the Air Force. Oh my god, that's ridiculous.
12 years and that game never came out, and everyone, every year, oh, the game's
I
finally
still
coming out.
believe
The
that it'll
game's...
come out.
I don't think so.
I refuse to give up because I've gone 12 years. Why not go another 50?
Another what, 12?
Sad.
I'll go till the day I die. My
Oh.
tombstone will say Duke Nukem Forever. It will come.
Yeah, Duke Nukem Forever will not come out.
No. I'm going to have to agree with Ben
I
on
don't know.
this
I
one.
think somebody's gonna pick it up. I think
Dead.
I think the franchise is not what it used to be, but I think it's big enough to pick up and make a good buck on.
Well, you hear about Take-Two, right?
Yeah, they're suing, but 3D Realms has come out and said they never took any of that money. So
Yeah.
this will be an interesting argument. Granted, 3D Realms are the same people who kept saying it was going to come out and it didn't, so it's kind of hard to believe them. I think their problem was trying to make the game relevant for this time period. Duke Nukem was kind of like a parody. I mean, the way he talked was a lot like Bruce Campbell, and actually got sued at one point.
Yeah.
Kind of like an action hero, making fun of the old 80s, 90s style action movies. I think they were just trying to find a way to make it more relevant to this time, and every time a new engine came out, they kept trying to update it, trying to make it the biggest and best. And I think it bit them in the ass in the end. Instead of just
Pretty
saying,
much.
"Hey, we've got this game. We need to finish on this engine and get the game out."
Well, like you said sometime last week, it's like after they closed shop and whatnot. Why are they releasing all the pictures, the trailers and whatnot?
You might as well. I mean, what else are you going to do?
Well,
It's
that's
not like
true.
the game's going to be made. You might as well just put out
Well,
the information.
That's all
what people
the
want.
ex employees trying to find jobs now. That's where most of
Well,
it's been coming from. They're trying to put their work out there to get picked up
you, you
elsewhere.
you do have to admit though, that was one epic middle finger that he did.
Dude, I want that game to come out so bad. I have a Duke Nukem 3D mouse pad on my desk at work. Hell yeah.
I, if no, I don't see anyone picking it up. I'm not gonna be surprised if someone does, but I don't think it's not gonna be until like the next couple years or something.
Look, I'm a fan. I own every Duke Nukem game since 3D and on. I own the PS1 games, like the 3D action, the ones that were kind of like a Tomb Raider style game. I'm bad, and I'm gonna get the games that are coming out for PSP and DS, which are still coming out. I will own them both. I am a Duke Nukem fanboy.
We know.
Couldn't help it. It just after being such an army of darkness and Bruce Campbell fanboy, to hear Duke Nukem talk, I was like, this is fucking awesome. Groovy. Shake it, baby.
Well, speaking of
Wanna
parody
dance?
games like that, speaking of parody games like that, the big one I'm hopefully we'll see at E3 is Serious Sam.
I don't know. I wonder if that's gonna come out now.
Serious Sam 3.
Yeah.
They announced it.
They announced Duke Nukem Forever.
Well, true, but
I've got balls
But that
of
was like
steel.
balls of steel.
I fucking love that shit. It's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of gum.
Uh,
Oh my god, I could.
the
If only that
memories
was
will
from that
always be
game.
there, just the game won't come
Oh,
out.
I love Duke Nukem. Fuck. Duke Nukem 3D. Final Saturday this month. Pwn night. Be there. Xbox Live Arcade. So yeah, so we'll see what happens in the ongoing fight between Take-Two and 3D Realms. So why don't we get into what we have been playing? I don't think any of us have a lot to talk about this week.
No, man.
Only two of us actually played something new. That's about one game each. So, Ben, start us off.
Um, what I've been playing this week, the first one I've been playing just recently is Plant vs. Zombies for the PC. Actually, we'll talk about a little bit more about it later, but yeah, I've been playing that. I've been playing World of Warcraft as always, and ever since I've had my PSP, I've been playing a little bit of Final Fantasy Crisis Core.
What do you think of the game?
That it's Kingdom Heartish,
Yeah,
like
that was my
the
problem with it.
just the battle system. It's a little bit of that, but you know what? I'm fine with it. I know it's not turn based or anything like that. I mean, it's a little bit better than the whole Final Fantasy 12 battle system where they were trying to do the more KOTOR type style. But I'm content with it. I'm fine with it. So I just want to beat it. Go through the story and whatnot and see how that is, and then so I can play Final Fantasy 2 on it. So
Yeah, I couldn't get into it. I mean, after a while, I was like, man, this combat is pissing me off.
Well, how so?
I, it's not that fluid.
no,
It's
it's
like you're
not.
hitting buttons, and it's like you can only do like a two or three hits at a time, and you gotta go back into a combo. It's not like it keeps moving. And there's one little like at one point where rockets are shooting at you, and it's like a mini game where you gotta hit the button at the right time. And I was like, it just seems like it stops the game for a second. It kind of kills any momentum the game has. And I just was getting bored with the game. The whole direction of doing the side missions and stuff, I was like, this is fine, but I kind of just want to move along. But you almost have to do that to help yourself level up and stuff like that. And I was just, I don't know. I thought the story was decent, but the combat itself couldn't keep me moving along. So it just got stuck aside for maybe a rainy day. I
Hmm.
actually feel like sitting down with it again and giving it another shot.
To me, it's a Final Fantasy game. I'm gonna play through it. So, but yeah, I've been playing that, and that's all I've been playing this week. I've been busy at work, been busy. I missed the game night yesterday because I had something else doing. I'm like, oh God.
You mean you were passed out?
Yeah, that too.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
that game night, I actually stopped one of the matches at one point. Probably should have
Really?
stopped two. One, the other team was severely overpowered, but somehow we managed to not lose by too much. But one of them we were on Bog on Call of Duty 4, and once again, as normal, I'm not going to name names on anybody, but a few people were purposely rushing into the spawn area, but holding back enough so it doesn't kick into the other side. And it was about 600 something to 200 something. I mean, we'd literally respawn and get killed like immediately. I fucking stopped it.
Yeah.
And they were like, why'd you stop it? And I was like, this is a pwned game night. We're not online. We're not playing for experience. We're here for fun.
Yeah.
Don't be assholes. So we went back in, and teams were also a little more evened out. My team won, and the first thing I knew what they were going to say, you guys were pushing. And the funny thing was, and even the guy who said something, his friend vouched for me, that I told them multiple times to either pull back or go full force into the place. Don't sit at that middle ground so they keep respawning and dying. And most of the time we just pulled back. There was a lot of times where I clearly ran away from a free shot because somebody just spawned, and I didn't want to make it too unfair.
Yeah, I hate that.
So I was like, I don't mind if we're online playing against some people and that happens. But this is supposed to be a fun night. I said, yeah, we give away points, but honestly, this is for fun. And I can take away points in an instant from the game nights, not from their account. But so I was just like, look, I'll pull it away. So yeah, it was kind of crazy. I was just getting kind of pissed. It's probably not the week they wanted to do that anyway.
Probably not.
I guess what I just never understand is when people just want to do that to people where they're just having a good time. Like,
Yeah.
why do you need to be that way?
Yeah, that's why I said it. This is not competition. So I was like, if you guys want to use the excuse of, well, you're giving out points, so it's going to be competitive, I'll take the points away.
Or what you could probably do is like, give like 50 points to everyone that, comes in
No,
and
that's what
whatnot.
I'm
And
saying. I would just give points for showing up instead of a prize at the night.
yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Left 4 Dead or GTA 4 nights, Burnout nights. So, but let's keep moving along. Brian, what have you been playing?
Yeah, honestly, I really haven't been playing much. Worked a lot this week, but I did have an opportunity to play a couple hours of Tekken Bowl Kickoff. And other than that, I put about an hour into Peggle and about half an hour into Battlefield Heroes beta.
No lot
So,
row this week?
nope,
Holy shit.
nope, no lot row this week.
We know you're busy when you don't even put time into lot row.
Exactly. Yeah, nope. No, I mean, I was getting home at like, 10:30. And Friday night, I got home about 1:10 in the morning. So,
Wow.
yeah, yeah, that's a no.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah, I hear that. So, that's it. What about you, Mike?
I'll start off with a new game. Not a new game, but a game I hadn't played yet. Um, it's bad when I gotta laugh before I even say it. I got a game in through GameFly called Princess Debut. I know what you're
Sorry.
thinking. It's one of those games I saw back when I was looking through DS import titles, and I was surprised it was even brought here. Um, it's a game where you enter like another universe after you swap with somebody like the you from the other side. Um, and you basically you have 30 days to the grand ball, and you have to improve your dancing skills and find your dancing partner for the ball. Basically, as the princess. Um,
So it's a dancing sim.
dancing slash dating sim, something like that.
Hmm.
So I was like,
Okay.
well, I'll check it out. I'm willing to check out things other people won't. So
You're like, I haven't had my manliness in a long time. I might as well try this out.
yeah, I really don't give a shit. Um, so I checked it out, and the interaction part and talking and the dating sim part is very, very basic, even for most dating sims. I was kind of like, oh, this kind of is boring and all that. But I'll be honest, the dancing part, like the way you do the dancing on the touchscreen,
Hmm.
is actually well done in my opinion.
Like, and how do they do it? Sort of like Elite Beat Agent
Kind
type
of,
thing, or?
kind of like you trace along the path,
Hmm.
and if you can stay on or very close to like it'll show like a arch, like a lower arch, and if
Sure.
you can follow the icon as it goes across the arch, you either get great, okay. If you go out of the lines, you hit bad, or if you take too long, you hit bad. And it does that as for arches. Then it does like full circles, and then an arch. But sometimes the circles will get bigger. Sometimes the arches get bigger. And I thought it was a decent challenge. I didn't play
Hmm.
too far in because with a game like that I was kind of enjoying that aspect. you have to save, and because you only save to the cart, GameFly has it where, like on some DS games especially, or PSP games where they don't get a lot in, they don't let you do a keep it price. So I don't like to get too far into the game, because if I ever get the game, you're kind of stuck going, I gotta do this shit all over again. But I actually enjoyed the dancing part. The only thing, while the bottom screen is all touchscreen, the top screen is where they have all the dancing actually between the characters. My only problem was if you're wearing one of the big dresses, your character, I mean, um, as the guy's dancing with her, sometimes it breaks through. Like he's like clipping. There's a big clipping issue. But I'm sure they weren't too worried about it. I mean, oh, the other thing is, as you're dancing, you're doing the arches, it'll show you on the top screen what the next one's going to be, so you can prepare yourself. So I found it actually kind of interesting, pretty challenging at times, a lot of fun. And if you can get past the really kitty girly parts of the game, there's a decent game there. I mean, it's worth checking out if you can get it off GameFly or a rental. I mean, I don't know how many people are going to run out and buy it, but it's worth a playthrough. So, and Natsume makes it, who's done the Harvest Moon series and Rune Factories.
Sure.
So, definitely worth
I know they're going to be at E3 this year. So.
Yeah. It'd be nice to see what they bring out. Also, I played a little bit of Peggle DS, usually right before I go to bed. And
awesome. I couldn't do something like that because I get too. I got to do this one. I can do this.
I tried that till I failed, and I was like, okay, I'm going to bed. I went until I failed, and then I just like one of the things, and I said, I'm going to bed. I don't want to retry. And then I played Burnout Paradise with two Pwn.com members, Marielli and Boricua Storm. Had to play with my Rican friends there. We had a blast. I first saw they were on after the COD4 night, so I jumped into their game, and I'm like, hey, what's up, blah, blah, blah. Nobody's talking. I'm like, what the fuck? So I realized they were in their own private little chat, so I jumped into their party. Like, hey, what's up? They're like, oh my god, what the hell? And I was like, hey, I'm just coming to say what's up, playing with you guys. I was like, I can leave though if you guys are getting it on through Xbox Live Party System. You know, the way I am. Just making jokes. And they're like, no, that's cool. So we were playing, and there was a lot of other people we didn't know, but we weren't talking to them because we were in the private party.
Sure.
But we were having a blast. Like, taking each other down. Because I was the only one with the webcam, so I was setting up my anime figures in front of the webcam. Changing it here and there. But we had a blast. Like, the game is fun as hell. I was using the Knight Rider car. And it's so strong, it's ridiculous. Oh, I was taking them out left and right, but they got some good shots on me. It was Burnout Paradise is such a great game just to get online and fuck around. No real competition. You're just taking each other down, driving around the city, and having fun. Even well over a year later, almost a year and a half later, it's still one of the best games I've played yet in the current gen.
Wow.
So that's all I've been playing. This week I hope to be getting into a little bit more. So we're gonna move into the bargain bin now. And Ben, we'll have you start off there.
All right, I guess I'm the one that starts everything off. No, yeah, because I downloaded the demo for Plants vs Zombie yesterday, and I'm like, you know what? Mike told me that it was $10 on Steam, so I bought it. I bought Plants vs Zombies for $10 on Steam, which I don't know. Is it only for like this weekend, or is it?
It's been that way since it came out, so I don't know if it's gonna jump back up to the $20 that PopCap sells it on their site.
Yeah. But hop on to the opportunity and purchase this game for $10. If you don't know what it is, it's pretty much like it's almost like the defense of the ancients in Warcraft 3 or any kind of defense game that's pretty much out there. But it's really fun. I don't know why, but it's almost like Peggle, where you just sit there and you can have so much fun with it. And I think that just had a new tweet.
What?
Yep.
What's
All
up?
right, anyways. No, my phone just
Get off your phones.
my phone's on silent. It just vibrated, and I'm like, oh, okay. Anyways, but yeah, it's pretty much. Um, I like how it starts off in the game, where it teaches you pretty much what which each ability does and whatnot until you get further into the game and what and everything. So it pretty much starts you off slow, and then it picks up really really fast afterwards. So. Like you learn like the different abilities, what to do, like how to set up your board and whatnot. It's quite interesting.
Yeah, I picked
Is
it
the
up.
pace just really, really fast, or?
Not real. I mean, it gradually picks up, but it's not like oh you're starting off slow and then it picks up that like real. No, you'll notice like the tempo will pick up and whatnot, but it's nothing like too sudden or anything like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
So
picked it up. I haven't played it yet though. I haven't had a chance to really load up Steam and download it. So
well, there's like a multiplayer mode on there that you have to unlock. So I'm trying to get that unlocked. So hopefully, if Brian picks it up too, maybe we can have like the three of us hop on or whatnot.
Nice.
be interesting. Yeah, I know it's like a tower defense game. So you're
Yeah.
setting up the plants to do different things to take out the zombies as they approach.
Yep, exactly. It's quite interesting. I'm really enjoying it. I'll probably play a little bit more after this podcast, but
Very
For
nice.
ten dollars, I couldn't turn it down.
yeah, you told me about that. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do the same thing.
Yeah, I had picked it up actually with Sam and Max Season 1 because that was on sale for $15 this past week.
I'm already playing enough Peggle in World of Warcraft, and might as well play something else.
Um,
That's great.
as for me, my bargain bin selection is a $30 game, which I know people like $30, but for this game that's hard to find on the PS1 nowadays, it's Klonoa for the Wii. Um, Pretty much a classic PS1 game. While it is a platformer, I know it's not for everyone. They've done a good job on the remake. Um, I was just checking out some stuff on it. Um, Played it at a friend's house recently, and I made an order on Amazon to actually pick it up. I had fun with it. I think a lot of people who missed out on it the first time will enjoy it this second time around. With better graphics, they actually now have, instead of the Klonoa voices, where it's basically kind of like a Simish style language.
Oh yeah.
They have English now. For
Oh.
those who prefer it, I personally will stick with the game, what they meant for it in the beginning, because I'm always like that. So for $30, actually you can find it for, I believe, 27 on Amazon. Um, Let me think. Or 28 on Amazon, and if you have the ECA membership, you get an extra 10% off. So I got it for like 25
Yeah.
bucks. So I should have that this week to fully get an idea on the game. But that's my
Yeah.
game for the week.
I just want to say something about that. I mean, really, the ECA membership with that discount it pays for itself so fast.
Oh, I know. And also, for those who think it's just for Amazon, you can go on GOG.com, Good Old Games, and it's 20% off purchases there. And
Wow.
basically what GOG.com does, Good Old Games, um, it's mostly older games from the 90s, early 2000s that most PCs wouldn't be able to play now as the original copy. They basically have set it up to where you can play it on your PCs now.
Oh, nice. I'm gonna have to become a member now for that.
Yeah, they have free games, they have games at $5, they have games at $10. And it's worth it. I've picked up some great games like Rise of the Triad. I don't know if anybody remembers that old PC first-person shooter. I used to love that fucking game. It was, I believe, one of the first games I remember playing with dual pistols. So, definitely worth a pickup.
I just went to the website. I'm curious to see what they have.
Yeah, like I said, it's mostly older titles. A lot of them use DOSBox.
Oh yeah, I have DOSBox. It's good.
But I like the fact that I don't have to worry about setting everything up myself. Their games automatically come downloaded to be set up to run on Vista or Windows XP.
Hmm.
And they're not that much. I mean, $5-10 is not a lot of money to play
No, it's
some
not.
classics. And they have a lot of good sales at times. And if the sales are automatically taken off, you can top it off with that 20% off coupon to add a little more.
Wow.
Yeah. So, Brian, you have
Yes.
your
I
bargain bin.
I do, in fact. And for the PC crowd, at newegg.com is Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Vegas 2. And you can pick that up for $10, and that includes free shipping. So I know a lot of people love that game, including my cousin. So
I
it's a
highly
very good
enjoy
pickup.
it. I like it on the 360.
And somewhere Andy is going, no.
Yeah, because I told him to play with us on this past Wednesday. He was like, no. Ew. I do want to say Newegg's been having great sales lately.
Yeah, they have.
And for those interested, you can get Neverwinter Nights, the Diamond Pack, which includes all the expansions of the first game, for $10.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I picked it up for $10. Free shipping. Newegg.com for the motherfucking win.
Yeah, no, they've really gone out of their way to get some serious, gaming. I think they're really pushing the whole gaming side of the business. They do not have Master of Magic on good old games, though.
Yeah, but
Sad.
they're adding stuff all the time, which is always nice.
Maybe I'll find all 6 or 7 discs and try to get that on my DOS box.
That'd be nice. They did
Oh
add
man, I got that for
Might
Christmas.
and Magic, the original, I believe, recently. So yeah, that's our bargain bin picks of the week. I highly suggest picking up all the games if you get the chance. If you're worried about my pick, Klonoa at $30. If you know a friend who might have it, or even the old PS1 version of the game, check it out. Just play it for a bit, see if it's your cup of tea. So before we get out of here, I'll get into brief pwn.com news, and it's mostly just the game nights. This past week we had a Vegas 2 night on Wednesday, which Monkey D. Luffy won. He destroyed us, kicked our ass.
As always.
Yeah, he was fucking us up.
Does have a tendency to do
I
that.
think it was Monkey. Watch me be wrong.
Like, this guy was awesome. Thanks a lot for. Oh wait, it wasn't you. Okay.
Yeah, watch me be wrong. So while I check for that, our Call of Duty 4 night happened Saturday. And like I said, besides that one real hiccup, everything else went over well. And the knife fight, actually, before we even did the knife fight, I decided on shipment, where it's all the crates in very small level, to do team deathmatch.
Oh jeez.
And it was like 6 versus 6. It was fucking insane. It was like get up, kill, die, respawn, kill, die. It was sickening. It was,
That's too funny.
God, I was laughing. Every time I was picking levels, like I did free for all on block, where it was like the buildings that you run into. Like it's just like buildings on each side of the map, and it's a lot of sniping. Oh, I love creating chaos in those game nights. So that's what I tend to do.
Just good old-fashioned fun.
Yeah. Rice Rocket won that night. Pretty much had a commanding lead of like 500 points. Yeah, and I was right. Monkey won the Vegas 2 night by 24 points. So it was another fun night. I came in like 9th place. Definitely not one of my strong suits that game.
But it was still fun though, right?
Yeah, I came in 4th on Call of Duty 4.
Oh, you're slacking a little bit.
Yeah. Oh my god, I was slacking in the freaking knife fight. It's bad when Chesty kills me more than I kill her.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
You got owned.
And I told her we were gonna bring it up in this episode.
So she's probably like fast forwarding every couple seconds. Like, nope, I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
Nah, I just told her
Oh,
we missed talking about her last episode, so had to do it this time. This coming week, Wednesday night at 9 to 11 p.m. on Wednesday, we have Grand Theft Auto 4 free roam night. It's just gonna be us free roam playing, running around doing whatever for 2 hours. Everybody gets 100 POEM points just for signing up. And next Saturday is our monthly Chainsaw Chesty night. Or Gears of Chesty 2. However you want to call it. So, church, don't woohoo until you actually show up.
Oh, called you out.
Yeah, I know.
You missed the last one.
Saturday. Yeah, I gotta work, but I'll be there though.
I gotta work midnight shift that night, and I'll be there. Yeah.
You gonna let him talk to you like that?
He's got no choice.
Whatever.
I hold his job. Nah, I'm just kidding. I was gonna say one more thing, and I totally forgot. I really forgot. I'm fucking drunk. Not drunk. I'm inebriated.
Wish last time I checked was
No. I haven't had enough beer to be drunk. I guess I'm more on the tired side than anything. I only have 1 beer left in my whole mini fridge. I haven't been that low in a long time. You can tell I've had a rough couple weeks when I have no beer left. Oh, it's bad. So, it's actually a decent show time this week, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People can actually, do other things.
Yeah, true. We're not going to hold everybody up this time. To keep them going, what the fuck? They're talking forever. Forever! Ever!
So
we'll,
I think next week is the last one before E3, right?
next week is Memorial Day weekend?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Last one before E3. Oh! I picked up a Dell Mini 10.
Oh, did you?
It's a Dell Mini 10.
It's their
How much did that cost you?
With all the upgrades on it, the only thing I didn't upgrade was the processing speed, because at that small thing, I was like, I don't need a freaking 1.6 instead of 1.33. That's not enough of an upgrade to spend like $50 on.
Yeah.
It cost me $505 with 1 day shipping, next day shipping. But
Nice.
it's estimated to get here the morning of the day I fly out.
Wow.
So I fly out at 5:45. If it's next day shipping, I'll have it before like 9 or 10 a.m. So
Yeah, because my laptop broke and I have to go get a new one now.
you're probably best off buying it from a store, because Dell probably won't get it to you in time.
No, yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. I'm like, crap. Like, okay, what happened was like, I haven't used my laptop in a while, so it's been sitting in my bag and I carry it to me at work just in case I do need it. Well, the damn Why can't I think of the word now? The fucking handle broke. All right, so it fell and it fell down pretty hard. I'm like, I'm checking and checking. Everything looks fine. So I finally used it on Friday. So, I'm the only one at work, so I'm gonna, watch something while I'm closing up shop and whatnot. So I get home, or I'm done with my work and whatnot. So I'm closing it, and I notice I hear like a cracking noise. I'm like, oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. So I look back, and there's like a gap, like where the hinges are.
Ooh.
I'm like, son of a bitch. So I'm like, I'm pushing it in and trying to close it down, and it finally closes. But when I open it up, I noticed there was like part of the side of the monitor of the screen was like coming apart
Oh
too.
my god.
I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. I can't bring this now. I need to get a new one. I'm like, crap.
Dude, that sucks.
Uh,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm just buying
Yeah.
this to have a small one to tote around so I don't have to carry this 17-inch with me.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
have
might
to.
end up having to though.
What?
Carry around a 17
I
incher.
know, I'm preparing for the worst, but I'm hoping it gets there I don't know, I've always had luck with Dell shipping stuff before they say it's actually going to get here.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that holds up. So, if it gets here, I'm gonna buy like one of those passport USB drives as well. One of those like 320 gigs that doesn't need a power supply. So I can bring in like a bunch of anime for the plane. Gotta watch
I'm thinking about buying a new DS game.
Peggle. Do it.
No, I'll probably be an RPG, so I have
Suikoden
plenty.
Tear Crease.
I got my PSP, so I'm good on that one.
Suikoden Tear
Actually,
Crease. Do it.
well, because well,
Brian, damn it. Fucking AggroCast chain. No, I'm just kidding.
no, yeah. See, my flight is on the 31st, and my flight is like 6 in the
I thought
morning, so I'll
everybody's
be
flight
there.
was on the 31st.
I think
No,
so.
I think. Oh, yeah, yours is on the 31st also, isn't it, Brian?
Yep.
Everybody
Yeah, but
gets to the Ubisoft conference, but me.
Yeah, that's your bad.
Yeah, fuck you.
Like, well, no,
Fuck
it's
you,
not like any of us
assholes!
knew.
Damn it!
It's not like any of us
I
knew.
signed up for it, and then all of a sudden I was like, somebody's like, "But you're not getting in till like 8 p.m." And I'm like, "What? Oh,
Yeah, I
oh,
said that.
oh!"
Yeah, I told you, I'm like, aren't you coming in that day? And you're like, oh crap!
I'm fucking pissed.
And then you started causing up a storm,
Fucking bullshit.
dude. Like any of us knew. Seriously, they all sent us an email saying, "Oh, hey, look."
That's horrible. They should not be. If E3 says the second through the fourth, they shouldn't be allowed to hold shit until the second.
Well, dude, the Microsoft conference is always on the day before, on the Monday.
Yeah, I thought.
Whoa,
Yeah,
shit!
It's at like 10:30 in the morning on
yeah.
the 1st.
Beer spillage.
No, sad.
What? Oh,
It landed on the laptop, but somehow missed all keys and other major parts.
Very lucky.
well, that's a good thing.
It landed on my little cheap Xbox keyboard. Not Xbox 360, I'm talking about OG Xbox keyboard. God damn it. Tucker, come here and lick this up for me. I want a drunk puppy.
Oh,
Come here.
jeez.
Oh, I saw something yesterday I never thought I would see. Speaking of beer, my parents' friend decided to give, I think, his niece, that's like, I want to say 2, 3 years old, I think 2 years old, a sip of beer.
That's awesome.
I'm sitting here going, I'm just starting cracking up laughing. I don't know
All about
why.
starting them young. Get them prepared now.
Did she make the really big face, like the really like face where they like?
Yeah, actually.
I'm gonna do that to my kids. I'm gonna build their tolerance up so when they're in college, nobody can try to do some fucking drunk rape.
Yeah, my sister
Weird
said
way
that
of
my
looking
face
at
was
it,
like
ain't it?
my sister said my face was beet red. That's
Asian
how
flush.
much I
Oh
drink.
shit! Gotta get the camera. Oh, I don't have a camera. God damn it.
Yeah, I
I
was so drunk
I gotta get a camera
yesterday.
before E3.
Oh, I
I have
got mine, but
I have mine.
Yeah, I gotta get one because I gotta make sure I have pictures of everybody. Fuck the actual conference. I want blackmail. We are
Fantastic.
getting trashed one night. What the
the
fuck was
hell?
that?
Oh, I live on a street where people think the best idea is to go,
Okay.
50 on their crotch rocket.
So
Sound like someone farted,
I
but all right.
plan on getting some good pictures of everybody. So we're gonna get trashed one night.
Oh yeah, Andy, I want my pawn shirt.
Since nobody has anyone, especially significant others, around to keep them from drinking too much, we're gonna get trashed.
And
I'll need
Gucci
a significant other around to get trashed, to stop me from getting trashed.
Hey, I'm just saying. Sometimes they may. So I would like to thank everybody for tuning in to episode 28 of
Yeah, especially if you made it to the end.
AggroCast. Hey, they better made it to the end.
Mhm.
So you can catch all of us on Twitter. You can check us out at twitter.com/Quiglin
That's me.
/Church4252/GNitro/AggroGamer. Also, check out AggroGamer.com, the main site for news. I know we are working on a lot more editorial style articles. Jesse's working on a couple, as is Kevin, and I will be working on one dealing with adult only games, hopefully, if I get the chance.
Yeah, because the guy from the company that did the rape play thing, they pulled, right? They pulled all their.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw
That's
that.
one of the things I want to discuss. I want to discuss, why do the gaming media always talk about why don't adult only games come around, but they never actually cover the ones that do, unless it's negative. So it kind of annoys me, and I think it'd be an interesting article.
Actually,
Yeah.
speaking of replay,
I
I
don't
know
like
we
where
want
this
to
is
close this
going.
up. No, an actual superior purchased the game and played it.
I've played it.
Oh, I know you did, but someone else played it and gave it like a 3 out of 10, and we went through this whole spiel like, oh, graphic was awful, controls, blah blah
Really? The
blah blah blah.
graphics aren't bad.
I'm like, are you kidding me? You're you're playing a rape simulation or whatever you want to describe it, and you're gonna go into like that much detail on the game.
Well,
I'm like, play it as what it
the
is.
game graphics are not that bad for what it is. Honestly, I'll be honest about the game. Illusion, the gameplay mechanics are very well done with Illusion. I think the topic that they chose, because I know when I first played through it, I was like, oh, I'll check this game out, blah blah blah. It has some very disturbing scenes and imagery where you're just like, yeah, something like, it's like, what the fuck? This isn't really cool. But, it's in a country where it's kind of allowed for the games like that to come out. I thought it was kind of BS that they pulled it. I was like, you just gave in to a group that has no control over anything that happens in your country. And my thing isn't that they pulled it because of its content. I'm like, if it happens for this game, what about the next game? What about another game in a similar vein that may not be as graphic?
So you're saying the precedent is what bothers you?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Plus,
seriously,
I have no respect for most feminist groups anymore anyway.
well, the thing is though, like, um, I forgot who the makers of rape players. They're like, well, we made it and it got approved. through the Japanese system. So someone tried to sell it on Amazon outside of the country.
It's not their fault.
Yeah, that's the only thing I didn't get. I'm like, they, if you want to go, you want to go chase anyone, it's pretty much the government or whoever controls, the approval on releasing these releasing these games or whatnot. So go after them. Don't go after the company.
Well, they've made other good games that won't get pulled.
Yeah.
Real quick list. Everybody should check out Artificial Girl 3, Schoolmate, and Hako. Artificial Girl 3 the most, though. Check that shit out. Awesome game. So, I say we will see you guys next week, where we will discuss our pre-E3 show. And that will probably be mostly what it's about.
Yeah.
Because the week
Pretty
after,
much.
we will be headed out there, and you will hear, hopefully, daily shows from us. We'll see how sober we are during that week. But we'll get at least out 1 or 2 shows during that week.
We'll do our best, sure.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, guys.
Looking forward to it.
Thanks for another great show.
Oh,
Yeah,
and leave us comments and whatnot on iTunes.
Definitely comment and rate us, please. Please.
Yes, absolutely. If you have any suggestions, stop by and either send us an email from the AggroGamer site or head over to pwn.com. And in the forums, I still think we have a spot, right?
For a total meltdown, I gotta get them to change it over to AggroGamer.
Yeah.
Well, it'll get changed eventually. So just send us an email, either Ben, Mike, or myself, and we'll get back to you. We'll get you on the show.
Definitely. So we will catch y'all next week. Peace.
Later.